Well, Sean Strickland tapped for the first time in his career. Sean Strickland is a loudmouth, badass, motorcycle riding, Second Amendment enforcing, boot wearing type of man. He's the type of man to tell you straight up in your face how he feels, and he don't care how it makes you feel. You might think Sean Strickland is a killer by the way he talks.
Man, here's the way you guys talk. I want to go down there and punch all you in the face.
And he's knocking everybody out in the UFC, but in reality, Sean Strickland is a decision machine. Welcome back to Rising the Ranks MMA. Today we have Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez. Strickland is basically the boxing version of what a Dagestani fighter does on the ground. The difference is Sean Strickland does it in striking. He has a cardio for 5 rounds, stays disciplined, stays composed, stays in your face. He talks like he about to go to a war, but then he starts jabbing all night. If he catches you clean, it will put you in deep waters. If he doesn't, he will strike for 5 rounds, outpoint you, frustrate you, and in the last 30 seconds, he will throw a random flying kick, start swinging. Wow, he just remember he took all that smack. Time to give a like, and if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? As a fan, I like Strickland, I can't lie. His antics keep me entertained. Seeing him in the crowd smacking people, getting into fight with random fans, enhancing his freedom of speech. Even though I don't agree with half of the things that comes out of that man's mouth, he's still one of the most entertaining personalities in the UFC. I've been there to watch him live when he was an American champion, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sucker for American champs. But he's not a champ anymore, but he still barks like one. Now, as an analyst, I have mixed feelings about Strickland. He can become predictable, that makes him dangerous. This can be an advantage or disadvantage. If you figure him out, he will drown you with pressure and cardio. But if you figure him out, he can become hittable. A hard pressure puncher can knock him out and outwork him. We saw this in the fight against Pereira, and we also saw this against Dricus du Plessis twice. DDP figured him out, timed the jab, started landing harder shots, mixed the takedowns, and had Strickland in deep waters. At those moments, Strickland didn't do that barking, but DDP was doing more damage and outworked him. Then in the rematch, the crazy part, Strickland fought almost exactly the same way. He didn't add new weapons, he didn't switch rhythm, he didn't force DDP to respect anything. He wasn't anything different. DDP already read him, made it awkward for him. The only thing that was his advantage was the cardio and jab. The big advantage for his opponent was predicting Strickland. And trust me, Strickland did a lot of barking before that match.
Can I get agreement? To the fucking death. To the fucking death.
Even his own corner was telling him, switch it up and add more volume in the middle of the match.
We didn't come all this way to lose a fucking point fest. Get on this motherfucker and let's go. Hey, let's fucking go.
Did he listen? No. Now let's get to his fighting style and why I like him. Strickland is an orthodox boxer. He fights with that Philly defensive style. He's a pressure forward defensive fighter. While he's guarding the body, protecting the chin, he's throwing knees. Sometimes it looks like he's throwing the knees is just to confuse the fighter. He moves in rhythm. He might look slow, but he's constantly walking you down, constantly pushing the jab in your face. And he has that awkward upright stance that leave his legs open for calf kicks. But he has one of the best calf kicks defense in the UFC. He checks them so well that his opponents stop throwing them. He has amazing cardio. He's hard to figure out, and his takedown defense is elite. Now, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, this man is a crazy monster. He's that type of fighter that will win the hearts of fans. He's on an 8-fight win streak. You gotta ask one question, is the title potential real? Because he's been called to face anyone in the division. He won't say no. Now, yes, he did get knocked out by Kevin Holland, but ever since there, he's been leveling up like crazy. The momentum is real. He caught my attention when he fought Rodolfo. That time, Viera was supposed to be a submission artist, a grappling monster, and at the beginning of the round, Hernandez was getting word. He got dragged into deep waters. It looked like he was drowning. But he knew how to swim. He came back, submitted Vieira in round 2, And from that moment, Hernandez had my attention and the attention of many fans and analysts. He was on an 8-fight win streak, and you can tell me that don't smell like a title shot. He got knockout power. He has that Mexican heart from his parents. And let me tell you something, he has that Mexican chin. On top of that, he has that American fighting style with that good wrestling, good boxing, good kicks, forward pressure, scrambles, ground game, spin kicks, and clean striking combination. If his jab misses, he will throw an uppercut. Then he has his wrestling and submission game. If his top game is not working, he will drag you to deep waters. He's dangerous everywhere. He beat Brendan Allen twice. He's either there submitting you or knocking you out or making it a tough decision match for you. Hernandez is a problem for anyone in any stage of the fight. This is going to be interesting because we got a next champion versus a future champion. Strickland is defensive. Hernandez is an all-arounder. This match can go many ways. Strickland can put that pressure, use the jab, throw combos, even get a knockout. If he lands early, this can be interesting. But Strickland needs more volume. We know he likes being in the octagon and controlling, and he controls the octagon very well, but fans might not like that, and his fights might seem boring because they see less action in him just pushing forward. This is frustrating because Strickland talks a lot. He talks about fighting to the death, going to wars, but then he doesn't show anything. He just shows that he's in there to end the rounds and get points. But trust me, he's still dangerous but predictable. Now we have Anthony Hernandez. Hernandez is a real threat for Strickland. Fluffy loves to engage. He will test the wrestling. He will test the chin. He will push you to the cage. He will look for ground control. I enjoy both fighters and their styles. They're different but so good. It's like peanut butter and jelly. But in this case, if you put it in the octagon, you will get a fight sandwich with a taste of submission. I'm leaning towards Anthony Fluffy Hernandez on this one. I think he's the better submission artist in here, and I believe in a good wrestler. And Strickland is hittable, and I think Anthony Fluffy Hernandez can find the chin. This could either be a knockout or a submission, or it can go all 5 rounds. So be careful on this one. I'm leaning towards the submission in late round 3 or 4. Good luck to everybody. If you reach this far, drop a comment and tell me, do you want to see Sean Strickland get knocked out, or do you want to see him get submitted for the first time? Drop a subscribe. Don't play with your boy.